Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's been a while and I'm so glad to be here. Many of you know that I took a step back intentionally to really build something quite deeper, stronger, and more aligned behind the scenes. And a lot of that framework is done and there's still work to do, but it also kind of set up a really good time at this moment for me to come back in. I was just yearning for it. And I know that when I am inclined and feel kind of pushed from the inside out to do something, that it's the right thing to do. So, as you all know, sometimes you have to, kind of do things in silent or maybe, step back long enough to build something meaningful and sustainable. If anything, I'm just even more excited about how I can truly support people moving forward now. So I'm excited to be here. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with kind of what I did in the previous, which is, focus on what spirit wants you to know, career, money, finance, and then we'll focus in on love. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start off with that. I'm so happy to be here. I've got a new office. I actually made a move as well, so I can share more about that later on. But I do want to thank all of you that have booked private reads with me in the interim. I have been consistently doing that, and I appreciate all of you for the support. Because I feel that this channel is a co-creation. It's not me, it's a co-creation of both you and me. And that's just how I feel. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with what Spirit wants you to know most. So let's dive into that right now. So for Aquarius, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, as well as your North Node. All right. Missed you guys. I just needed to come back with some energy that just feels right and ready, and I'm here and I'm so thrilled. And again, as I'm working on other things, I can share with you as I go through, but I got the biggest stuff, all the framework work that taken care of that I needed to. So if you want more information about what I do, guys, click the link in the description box below, okay? All right, what's going on for Aquarius? What does Spirit want you to know most, particularly this week, okay? What does Spirit want you to know most? In any area of life, what is it that Spirit really wants to bring the attention to? What do we get? It's time for you to take the lead. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm going to take everything even upside down if it goes there too, guys, okay? So we're going to focus on that, and this is going to be career, money, finance. We'll put this here, and then we will focus in on love over here, okay? So let's put this over here. So then we've got that. Okay, move that a bit. Okay, all right, so let's see here. So what I'm getting here is with the lead card of the deck. This is the Morgan Greer Tarot. And what this really talks about is taking the lead. This is the lead card. So this is about, taking those first steps, being at large and in charge and focusing in on that. So I feel that you're taking the lead in some sort of way in whatever it is you're doing. Now, the Queen of Rods in reverse is quite interesting. Now, when we get it upright, she's all about confidence. She's all about, self-worth, very self-assured and charismatic and vibrant. When we get it in reverse, this is about taking the lead, over some sort of any sort of temperamental energy, or this is about taking the lead to reestablish a sense of self. And it's so funny that I'm bringing this up now, because what I just said was exactly in my intro and what I was doing. You might be able to relate to that. It's kind of like, I'm here to not prove what I know. I'm here to explore what I have been noticing and invite you to notice it as well. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. So it's almost as if that maybe that you've been feeling a little bit of temperamental lately, and now you are reestablishing this new sense of self, through the change that you have gone through. And now you are invited to take the lead in that, especially with this Queen of Wands here coming through. So, in reverse, it's just taking the lead of that temperamental energy and then getting some grounding to reestablish oneself, and not, come across demanding or vengeful in any other way or temperamental. you are reestablishing your sense of self and grounding yourself. And then it's about moving forward and taking action with the Chariot card coming through. Okay. So this is nice. Cancer energy. This is it's kind of like you had to do the groundwork first, Aquarius, to be able to kind of drive those roots into the earth and the core of the earth so you could truly ground yourself so you could move forward on faith, because sometimes it's not easy. We've got to push through fear and then move forward and step into that faith. And I really feel that this is you pushing forward and having a victory of overcoming some sort of obstacle. This indicates that there is success. You have this ambition, and this is about now you're ready to focus and you feel like you're in, and even you have better control of the faith that you want to move forward with versus less control and handing it over to fear and then, being stuck in the Queen of Wands in reverse, right? So I think this is why that this came out this way. I love how Spirit kind of did it that way, because I don't like sometimes the straightforward messages. Sometimes we need it to have it hit differently. And I think that that's exactly what this is doing. It's basically telling you is that you had to feel real grounded first before you could take action and step forward on faith. And that makes complete sense in the body, mind, and soul. So this is exactly what Spirit wants you to know here, is that now it's time to take the lead, Aqua. Now it's time to move forward. You've grounded yourself, get that sense of groundedness, get the sleep, you start eating well, making sure that you're doing that, everything to kind of feel that groundedness energy. Walk barefoot outside, put your hands into the earth, whether it's through gardening or whatever the case may be. Just get in sync with nature and now take that step to jump on that chariot and move forward on that strong faith. Because it's time for you. All right. Now I'm going to pull on any other information that Spirit wants you to know here. Any other information that's going to be important for Aquarius? What is it we need to know? Oh, this is wonderful. This is beautiful because it's kind of like you are now moving forward, and this is talk about being protected. This is about finding solace in the safety to know that you are sheltered and you are guided through life's craziness sometimes, and now you're moving towards these tranquil shores at this moment. So that's what this card talks about. It's about you you're in that spot where you feel a lot more solace, and you're moving forward. It's almost as if that you were very fortunate. There was some sort of trap that you would have fell into, but it was almost as if that your wisdom and your intuition kept you from falling into it. So you were protected along the way. You made some sort of decision, and that decision was the right move for you. Now it's going to be different for every Aquarius, so note what it is below, guys. I would love to hear what that was. For me personally, it was getting into an environment that was enriching the next level that I was prepared for and I was grounding myself for. I would be interested to know what it is for you guys. So let me know in the description, in the comments below. Now, I do get that you not only were you protected, but you also reached some sort of balance here. The scales are balanced. And I'm going to get the lighting down a little bit better, guys. This is my first week of reads in my new office, and I still got a little bit more to set up here. But in any event, I wanted to put this out. But this is about seeking equilibrium in your life and harmonizing the inner, that you can make better decisions, not just with your mind, but also with your heart. And that's what's coming through here. So the scale of balance has come into play. It's almost as if that you are pursuing justice and harmonizing your energies so you can manifest a very balanced and just outcome in the situation. Is there any truth that Spirit you want Aquarius to know this particular week that stands out? And what do we get? Independent. Well, that's you, all right? Now, some of you, could be taking on the animal totem of the horse, that sense of freedom in some sort of way, that you feel some sort of freedom. And she's got her cowboy hat on, and this is free lead initiative. And you got the lead, and then you got the moving forward with the initiative on faith with this chariot card, Cancer energy coming through. So I do get independent. You are feeling fully independent, and there probably was a place that you wanted to get to where you felt good on your own. And then as you step in to bring others around you, you're just that much better. It's almost like filling your cup up first, so you're able to help others fill their cup up as well. So this is what I'm getting and what Spirit wants you to know. Now, in career, money, and finance, let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got the Seven of Cups, we've got the Temperance energy, and the Strength. This is really interesting. Because you got two major arcana up here and you got two major arcana up here. So this is significant. The majority of the cards are major arcana, which means a bigger shift. And that balance that we were talking about, that harmony of the scales, some of you could have Libra within your chart as well. It's also showing up here with Sagittarius energy. So I get that you have balanced out some sort of veil of illusion. Now, for some of you, the sevens indicate having faith, but the sevens are also house of relationships. And so this is, it could be talking about getting the veil of illusion, and the clouds are clearing. And you can see that the clouds are clear through here with this Temperance energy. And this is focusing in on being flexible, getting, balancing, finding some sort of peace, and having patience with yourself. You have a different perspective from this illusion of this Seven of Cups. And I think that veil of illusion is clearing, and now you are focusing in on, again, harmony's call here. And this is also a card of harmony. So it could have to do with reaching some sort of harmony on an emotional scale. It can also indicate harmonious relationships. And we'll get into the relationships over here. But even in your work, you're having harmonious relationships. And this also indicates soulmates. So it's that soulmate energy. You're getting into that energy of what resonates with your soul. So the veil of illusion, maybe you're seeing something at work a lot more clear, and it makes the decision much easier, whether you're going to stay or go, or maybe go that next level in what you want to do, take that course, move forward within your employer or not. It's going to be different for everyone, but this is also having the strength. You got the Leo energy coming through here. So the strength is coming through. And this is having that inner strength and courage, the confidence and the bravery to really overcome any sort of self-doubt. And I think that this is taking the lead over that self-doubt, and you have hit it. You've arrived is what I'm getting, Aquarius. So in your work, you're having the strength to balance something out that really needed balance. Whether that is, again, maybe spending more time getting rest, nurturing yourself after this veil of illusion has just revealed itself. You are focusing on getting some sort of balance here, and having the strength, as well, to balance something out and not just kind of follow what everyone else wants you to do in some sort of way. So at work, is there anything more that wants to come through? What is it that we get? In fact, let me just pull a little bit more to it. What is it we get in work? Anything more regarding balance? What's important there? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. So this is you're balancing things out, and you intuitively know something. You intuitively see something about teamwork and collaboration, the importance of that. And you've been putting in the work in teamwork and collaboration. But this is about having the inner strength to balance something out. And I'm just curious in terms of strength. Yeah, this is about moving forward on your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost as if there is good luck coming your way. This is a decisive moment. Remember when I said some of you could be leaving? Some of you could be making some sort of decision to leave, something that is unbalanced and was serving up a veil of illusion. You were putting in the work, but you need something more balanced, okay, is what I'm getting, okay? And anything else here that we get here? Yeah, you see intuitively, like the Queen of Cups is intuitively, you know what, she's looking right at, you know, this veil of illusion and the background of it. You see the background of the veil of illusion intuitively. And so this is why that you are ushering in this temperance energy coming through. You're ushering this in, and you're having the inner strength to balance something out that is much, much needed. So this is what I feel. Now, when you do so, then what happens? Let's take a look and see what we get here. When you do so, then what happens? Okay, what do we get? These will all be read up right because there's no upside down, okay? So, okay, what do we get? Wow. Okay, so what we get is this is about helping hand, needing others to assist with services and increase productivity. No one can handle it all. So we're not an island on our own. You know, this is really focusing in on you know, getting others to help you out. Maybe that you can't do everything yourself and you're asking assistance from others. You know, this is what I'm getting. And maybe something about the hand, the palm of your hand. Maybe something happened to the palm of your hand, or is what I'm getting for some of you here. And you need someone to help because you can't do it at all, okay? And now it's time to have you know, have some sort of vacation. Remember when I said you might need some time out, to take some time out? So, you know, a vacation or whatever it is, this is taking some time out to heal, to enjoy some time to recharge your batteries, okay? Because you've been putting in a lot of work here is what I'm saying. And you know what's so beautiful here? Some of you are becoming influencers. Some of you are becoming the voice of a company. And you are also earning fame and popularity. And, you know, it's not ironic that or a coincidence that I'm using the star cards, because the card that I get here is star power. And this is truly, Aquarius, stepping into your star power. This is getting the help. This is becoming that influencer of a company and earning fame and popularity and using that star power. And you are stepping into the spotlight, okay? This is what I'm getting for you right now. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to be, it's like a public face. You follow your heart and become who you want to be and earn that reputation. It is 100% okay for you to be yourself. So be your true you is what this is saying, and you will be celebrated is what I'm getting. Okay, now let's take a look at any sort of truth that is coming out in career, money, finance that it wants to come through for you. Let's take a look at what that is. What is the truth? Unfinished business. It's not over. There's some back and forth that still needs to take place. You could be teeter-tottering a little bit, leaving something, but teeter-tottering a little bit before you take that exit, all right? So you're clearing that up a little bit. Now, for some of you, you could be clearing up an old job. You know, that could be the case. And then I get miracle. Dreams come true. You get what you want. I'm telling you guys, to get star power, to get the Wheel of Fortune, and having that inner strength now because you've done this work over here. You are stepping into the spotlight. And this is moving forward and getting what you want, and making your dreams a reality in some way, shape, or form. So you're going to have to let me know what it is for you guys. There is something that is emerging, and Spirit wants to remind you, and I have to note this, that trust that everything was really working out, and this ending of something at work that starts the beginning of new is kind of like it's another beginning. It's just another beginning. So like every ending is just another beginning, that's coming through. And boy, does it fulfill. It's a part of your destiny. Okay. So now as we move into love, let's take a look at what comes through in love. Okay. So we get the Seven of Swords that's in reverse. Okay. Seven of Swords is in reverse. And we get the Eight of Wands, excuse me, the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then what do I get here? The six, like you have 6, 7, and 8, but this is the sword energy. And what's interesting, I love it when they're upside down, and it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means it's a little bit more cryptic, and we kind of work our way through it, okay? So we're going to start with the very, very top, which is the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands, typically talks about focusing in on competition and perseverance and defending yourself, okay? But this is, you're giving up on something, you're surrendering to something, and you are focusing in on like you there's been some sort of overwhelm and exhaustion. And then I get the Seven of Wands in reverse. And then the Seven of Wands in reverse is you're giving up the exhaustion of coping, of the shame and the guilt of the past of love, any sort of shame or guilt. And then I get, as it relates to passion and your energy. And then I get the Six of Swords in reverse. And that talks about you're giving up the first, what am I going to say? You're giving up the energy of, how do I want to say this? So the Eight of Wands. I got to think this over here a little bit more. Give me a second, guys. You're getting over the frustration, you're not waiting anymore. You are losing momentum if you wait, or the frustration or the delays in love. So you're giving up the delays in love, and then you're moving forward, and pushing through the past. It's like it's about you're giving up being stuck in the past. Oh gosh, I was getting stuck even trying to read it. Oh my gosh, you're giving up being stuck in the past. This is something so simple that needed to come out, but it came across so differently. And it was like, yeah, you're not in competition or persevering. You're giving up fast movement. You're just giving up in terms of pushing forward in kind of the frustration and losing momentum and the hastinesses of the delays. You said enough is enough in love. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move forward with the now and move forward. I am not focusing in on the past anymore. And this is what I'm getting. There is a succinct message. Now, let me get a little bit more and see anything else that wants to come through. Anything else that's important here? What do we get? Well, I'll keep that way. Page of Swords. And Page of Swords. And this could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because there's maybe some sort of message that comes through. This is about having... this is about having control and intellect, control of the mind over the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords in reverse, you have control of the mind over any sort of haphazard action. All right, so you now have greater control. So knowing that, then what? Okay, what else do we get here? What else do we get in love? Okay, so no longer in the past. Oh my gosh, you've released the burdens. You're in the sky of clarity. And then what else? And you're embracing new love with courage. Oh, this is so beautiful, guys. You're a saving grace. It's like you're forgiving yourself and others, heals the wound, and it sets you free. So you're letting go, and that's what this is all about. It's like no longer kind of fighting for it. You're letting it go, and you're surrendering to something that wasn't working. And so this is what I'm getting for you here. It's kind of like you're releasing those burdens, and you're soaring in the sky of clarity right now. So this is the bountiful sky of clarity that is happening for you. And it's quite beautiful here. It's like you are have greater insights and you feel very expansive, and you are embracing courage coming through here, opening your mind and learning from the experiences, and you let the answers unfold on your journey. So you're letting the answers unfold and you are embracing the courage after doing quite a bit of shadow work here, is what I'm getting. Wow. What's the truth that you need to be aware of in love? What do we get? There is reconciling, repair, cure, understand, and a concession. So there could be, you're letting go of the past. So you're reconciling the past and you're focusing in on the wisdom and moving forward with understanding. So this could be in a connection or in a situation, but you are moving forward. Yeah, you've taken out the trash. You guys, note your comments below. Let me know if you've taken out the trash and now you're moving forward, okay? Any other truth would we get? Letting go of any sort of addictions. And this could be a toxic attachment. This could be, what was surrounding you. Drug, alcohol obsession is coming through here. Maybe there was someone around you, all right, specifically. But you're taking out the trash of any sort of addiction, and now you've surrounded yourself and you're making a commitment to yourself as you move forward now. And it's because it's not going to be the same. It's like you've made this oath or agreement, this pledge or promise to yourself, and you're committed to yourself in this as you move forward in love. And now what you attract is going to be quite amazing, okay? So you're moving forward and you're winning. And it's kind of like it's like love is coming through here. Love is coming through now. It's like the addiction of a partnership just to have it. You are focusing on the Queen of Pentacles and being very sensible. You are focusing in on your coin and being very practical as it pertains to love as well. So this is what I am getting. This is what I'm getting, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Note your comments, like, and subscribe. And if you are looking for a personal read, click the link in the description box below, guys. And until next time, namaste.